Welcome to the AMAC Action Advocacy Update Spotlight on the States. I'm Andy Mangione, Senior Vice President of AMAC Action, and we've got a special guest for this segment as we go to the Commonwealth of Kentucky. With us today is State Representative John Hodgson of the 36th District. Representative Hodgson, welcome to AMAC Action's Advocacy Spotlight.
Thanks, Andy. Great to be here with you.
Let's get right to House Bill 45. This is a bill you introduced this session. It's an election integrity measure that, among other things, prevents the undue influence of foreign money in Kentucky's elections. First off, Representative Hodgson, why is there a need for a bill like this in Kentucky?
Well, I actually went to a conference last summer put on by ALEC, where the Heritage Foundation and some others presented information that foreign actors, foreign billionaires, had injected as much as $1 billion in the last several years into state ballot measure elections, something I had no idea about. And then I found out, looking at their data, they had even played in our election here. In 2023, there was something like $535,000 pumped in to defeat ballot measure 2 in 2023. And I think most Americans think it's highly inappropriate for foreign nationals to be playing in our elections.
Well, Representative Hodgson, I wanted to underscore the fact that according to the Federal Elections Campaign Act, foreign nationals are prohibited from contributing to candidates for public office in the United States. But in 2021, the Federal Elections Commission ruled that this same restriction does not apply to state ballot measures, creating a loophole that allows foreign entities influence in American and state local policies. So it's up to the states to prohibit this foreign influence from their election. Representative Hodgson, what does your bill do?
So it does two things. The first one, I discovered this last year when I saw a nonprofit entity advertising against a ballot measure. And on that advertisement, there was no attribution. You know, this ad paid for by so-and-so. And I thought, well, that's funny. I called the Registry of Election Finance and said, why don't they, I'm filing a complaint. They've got to attribute this ad. And they said, no, they don't. Under the law, there's a loophole. Candidates have to do that. PACs have to do that, you know, advocating for or against candidates, but it's not for ballot measures. And I said, all right, well, we need to close that loophole. So that was step one. Step two was saying that an organization seeking to influence a ballot measure can't take contributions from a foreign national. Now, U.S. citizens are fine. Permanent residents, green card holders are fine because they're participating in our American economy and under our American laws. But foreigners, like a billionaire like Hans-Georg Weiss from Sweden, who's contributed hundreds of millions of dollars, should not be playing in Kentucky politics. He doesn't live here. He's got no stake in what we do. But these people have expressed hostility towards our American system of laws, our Constitution, and they want to change our Constitution, change our state constitutions in a more progressive and liberal direction. Well, why would we want foreigners meddling in that way in Kentucky elections? So I want to close that door.
This is a huge issue for our members, election integrity. And AMAC Action engaged our members in Kentucky to send their support for House Bill 45. Our members in Kentucky sent over 340 messages to the legislature urging their representatives to support your bill. Now, there was a vote recently on your legislation in the House. How did that vote go?
It went very well. I actually was able to get past the committee unanimous, 15-0. And when we got to the House floor, it was 85-12. And I actually had several people afterwards say they're going to change their vote because they had misunderstood something in the bill and they're going to vote yes. So we may actually get above 90% on the bill by the end of the day, which is gratifying. I like to focus on things that we all fundamentally agree on and move those things forward.
That's great news. Do you anticipate this kind of support in the Senate?
I certainly hope so. But the trouble in a 30-day session is getting the attention of the chamber and the leaders because there's so many bills vying for attention in a very short time span. So things like AMAC Action emails to those senators saying, hey, we should get on board, co-sponsor this, vote for this. That makes a difference. It really does. And I'll get people come up to me in the hall, hey, I got an email about your bill. And I say, aha, it's working. So
that's great to hear.
And I'm an AMAC member myself for many years.
That's great news. It's good to hear that AMAC Action Advocacy and engaging our members at the grassroots level can provide and assist in drawing attention to really good legislation. Thank you for joining us to discuss this important issue, Representative Hodgson, and thank you for all you do to keep Kentucky's elections fair and transparent.
Well, thank you, Andy, and thanks to the AMAC members that spend time to try to engage as citizens and improve things here in our country. We need it.
This work on election integrity is what we do at AMAC Action, and we rely on our generous donors to continue our fight on behalf of AMAC members. Please go to amacaction.org and click the donate button to support our common sense conservative advocacy today. I'm Andy Mangione. Thanks for watching.